Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to cover what has turned into somewhat of a controversial issue, and this is going to be video number 1 that we did on this channel. I've done another video on this topic with Dmitry Lipinski, and the topic that we're going to cover is, do acrylics work on flat roofs? The short answer is no. And anybody that tells you yes has not done enough acrylics on flat roofs to come up with a proper judgment of that. When we did the first one, I got a lot of hate from some people on it, specifically one person. And the one thing he said was, well, you know, Ephraim hasn't been in business more than 5 years. He doesn't have the experience. He's not an expert. While I don't label myself as an expert, I can tell you that I may not have been in business more than 6 years this year now. I know for a fact that we have done probably double or triple the amount of roofing as the critic on this topic did. So it's not always the length of time you're in business, but it's the amount of roofs that you have done to come up with the assessment of whether they work or not. We've done millions and millions of square foot of commercial roofs with restoration systems or coating systems. Warranted, by the way. We warranty our roof systems with the manufacturers. And we have manufacturers who strongly discourage putting acrylics on a flat roof. The next topic of the criticism was, well, you shouldn't put anything on a flat roof with ponding issues. Well, my point is, when you have a flat roof, something that has a potential for ponding water, while nobody wants ponding water indefinitely on a roof, when you have a big enough flat roof or a very low slope roof that is not, say, metal at a 2-pitch or 3-pitch, then you will see standing water. And with standing water and acrylic do not mix, and they will not work together. The argument of not doing it on ponding water is obviously irrelevant, because if a roof is big enough, there will be pockets of ponding water, or say around a drain area where you have a lot of water draining, and let's say the drain clogs up. I've seen this happen more than once on a roof, where there's an acrylic coating on a flatter roof, and then the drain is clogged up, and now you have ponds of water stretching out, and that starts eating away and deteriorates the acrylic around the drain, and then soon you have that peeling up. Well, now you've just started into the rest of the roof system. So acrylic elastomeric roof coatings were originally designed in 1970s for restoring sloped metal roofs. Over time, coating manufacturers and contractors realized that acrylics could also be used effectively on commercial roofing substrates, with one caveat: the roof must drain well. And so that is the topic of this. And for you building owners, who this video is for, by the way, this is to educate the building owners before you let someone put an acrylic on your flat or flatter roof. You will have problems down the road, period. This video, again, is designed to help us as contractors and building owners understand the negatives and limitations of acrylic roof systems. We can improve the overall system and increase the longevity of the roofing substrate that we're applying it to if we understand how the systems function and perform with different weather patterns. You can always check in with your manufacturer. So the manufacturer that we use for our acrylics strongly discourages any kind of acrylic on a flat roof system. Typically, what I have seen is, if a manufacturer recommends an acrylic on a flat roof, it's simply because they do not have another alternative solution for it, and they just want to sell product. Acrylic coatings blended today are far superior to the original formulations from years ago, so they've made a lot of advancement in the industry. The overall problem of ponding water on a roof still remains. Coatings are water-based and will eventually break down if exposed to ponding water for an extended period of time. Standing water for more than 48 hours over any acrylic roof coating will ultimately cause the system to fail. Acrylic roof coatings provide many benefits. They are cost-effective, highly durable, and easy to work with. But when it comes to restoring flat roof substrates with ponding water issues and poor drainage, an acrylic coating system can be quite problematic. That is a quote from a manufacturer of acrylic roof coatings. So I want you guys to pay attention to this before you pay someone to restore your flat roof that has the potential of ponding water or drainage issues with an acrylic coating. The pros and cons of acrylic roof coatings. The advantages: number 1, cost effective. Compared to other chemistry types, acrylic roof coatings are less expensive and just as durable. This means building owners can expect an acrylic roof system to deliver long-lasting performance, reduced energy consumption, and decreased maintenance costs. I've seen this to be very, very true on, say, a sloped metal roof or a low slope metal roof, industrial warehousing type stuff. An acrylic coating can last, I've seen it last 30, 40 plus years if maintained, and by maintaining, it can be as simple as just washing the roof annually and checking for any kind of potential issues that might come along. An acrylic roof system properly prepped and installed on a sloped roof will last you a long, long time for typically a fraction of the cost of either one, replacing a commercial grade panel or completely tearing off a roof. And by the way, an acrylic roof coating can also work if you have a flat roof that has an adequate slope that is getting rid of the water. So for instance, we have installed it on, say, a roof that is a 212 or a 312, and as long as the substrate is completely flat, there's no dips in the insulation or anything like that, it has worked before. It's the ponding water or the potential of ponding water or drainage issues that usually causes it to break down. The other advantage of an acrylic system is the UV protection. Acrylic roof coatings are highly reflective and UV resistant. They'll help cool your building down. They'll help a whole lot in the summertime. We've seen it on industrial, especially industrial metal warehousing, where if we had, say, like an 80,000 square foot building and we had the one side of it done, 40,000 square foot, the people below told us, we know you're done with that because it's much cooler on this side of the building than on the other. The disadvantages of acrylic. Ponding water will negatively impact the performance of an acrylic roof coating. Ideally, these coatings should only be used on sloped metal roofs or roofs with adequate drainage. Installing an acrylic coating on a flat roof can be very problematic if the roof does not drain properly. Again, these are not my words. These are the words from the industry manufacturers of acrylic roof coatings. The other disadvantage of an acrylic roof coating can be the loss of mill thickness. So you lose about 1 mil thickness per year on average on an acrylic roof coating. As acrylic roof systems age, they tend to lose mill thicknesses as a result of constant weathering and exposure to extreme environmental conditions. This would affect you even more so if you're like in a very cold kind of situation or a place where you might have a lot of snow sitting on a roof. And again, that's something else to consider as well. If you're putting an acrylic on a flat roof or very low slope roof and you have snow sitting up there for a long time where it's draining and cannot get off the roof, that system will break down. I would strongly caution any building owners to just go with what a contractor recommends. If they're recommending an acrylic roof coating for a flat roof restoration. Again, it's not the amount of time the contractor has been in business, it's the level of expertise that should go along with whether or not the system works or doesn't work. Should be in how much square foot have they covered. Let's say you have a contractor that's in business for 10 years, but he's only done 200,000 square foot of acrylic on flat roofs. Well, if you have a contractor that's been in business for 4 years and he's done 3 million square foot of acrylic on flat roofs and has learned, you have so much more roof to do studies on and to learn what works and what doesn't. I'll take the 4-year contractor that's done it on millions of square foot any day over the small contractor that has done 200,000 square foot in 10 years. And this is just an example. I'm not using this as to any one contractor, but I'm just saying, go with the contractor who's had the most experience in the system. Here at Glick Roofing Systems, we've been in business 6 years now. We've done literally millions of square foot of roof, and we've done over 1 million square foot of just flat roof, and some of those acrylic systems. We have seen stuff break down due to the lack of prep. We've seen stuff break down due to ponding water. We've seen stuff break down to ponding the draining areas that I mentioned previously, where if the drain clogs and then you have water building up around it and it starts deteriorating that acrylic. There are better systems for flat roofs than acrylic. A urethane base and a silicone top we have found is very, very effective. We have never gotten callbacks on it. It's a very solid flat roof system for restoration if you're looking to restore a flatter roof that has the potential for ponding water. This moisture reading, it's a flat roof with an acrylic top, and as you can see, the moisture reading is pretty darn high for a roof. That roof will fill, the decking will fill. That roof is actually already filling. That's something to consider for you building owners. Don't just let somebody tell you that what they're selling you will work, because what I have found in this industry and why the roofing industry has a bad stigma, especially around roof coatings, is because people love to sell and they don't always care as much about the back end of what they're doing. I mean, you have commercial roof coating contractors out there selling you roof systems that don't even file a warranty with the manufacturer. That's a problem. Always ask for a manufacturer warranty. Always do your due diligence on the application that is being promoted to you or being told that will solve your problems. Because the short answer of do acrylics work on flat roofs is no. If this has been helpful for you guys, please comment, like below, share this video. If you have any questions about acrylics on flat roof systems, or if you would like to walk some and see the problematic areas, we're happy to walk them with you, show you the problematic areas. Leave a comment below, reach out to our office. We're always happy to discuss options with you. And if you're a building owner and you have a system that is proposed to you and you're in a different state or somewhere where we don't do work and you're not sure if it's a good system, we're here to help this industry. Always feel free to call our office, speak to one of our salespeople, ask to speak to me directly, and we'll tell you what our experience has been to help educate you so that you don't invest a bunch of money into a flat roof just to have it fail years down the road. We read all of our comments. We will get back to you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.